Hello and welcome to Horse Racing Systems. This is the Dutching program and we will be using Excel spreadsheets, and the bookmakers that we'll be using are exchanges with Betfair, Matchbook and Smarkets. So we've already uploaded our first meeting of the day, which is Plumpton, and now our second meeting of the day is going to be Taunton, and I think I will upload another meeting when I've worked it out, and it will be the all-weather card at Wolverhampton, but that won't be till maybe about 3 o'clock-ish. I'll upload that. So let's look into today's card at Taunton. Quite a few runners there today. There's 10 go-to post in our first race, the 2:10, which is around 2 hours from now. The time currently 12:07, Monday the 11th of March 2024 at the time of recording. And it's going to be a hurdle race, the first one, and £4,805 will go to Winning Connections. This is our spreadsheet. It's all designed already that the top horse rated will be our number one selection, right the way down to the bottom here. So in our first race, we're going with a horse called Inside Man. So the first thing we do is click on to Betfair. We're on the 2:10 at Taunton here, and Inside Man is favourite, and it's currently trading at a short price of 1.55. This figure here, 104.3, is the over round price. Don't bet on these races until about 5 or 10 minutes for the off, where you can get 101. 155 is the current odds though, and that's what I'm showing you for illustration purposes. And next to that it says stakes, £64.52. Well, the most that we want to lay out per race will be £50 because we want to return £100. And Dutching is a little bit different, I should say, from normal betting, because you would normally have more selections per race to bet on. But in this case, because the price is so short at 155, our maximum stake is £50. We can't lay out any more in that race at all. So, £50 at 1.55 will only return us £77.50. We do try and get every winner to £100, but where you can't put the maximum stake on, that one's always going to be lower. So £77.50 and a £50 stake, so 27 plus is what you would return in that race if Inside Man wins. Now, the difference with Betfair, Smarkets and Matchbook is that they charge a fee on winnings. So on our 27.50 profit, they will charge around 5%. You can get deals, it depends on the bookmaker, depends on the time of year. So you can see there that they would take out around £1.37. So that would be deducted from your winnings. So that's the first race today, then that's done at Taunton. And we'll move on to race 2, which is the 240 maiden hurdle, £4,955 to the Winning Connections. Now you can see underneath here I've put no bet. I don't bet in races where horses haven't raced under rules, regardless of whether it's 1,000 to 1 or whether it's 10 to 1 on favourite. So Gentleman Ross is unraced, and yes, Byzantium will most probably be the favourite. Let's just have a look at the prices for our second race there. Byzantium again 2.1, 11 to 10 favourite, but I won't be getting involved with that race. the third race, which is the 310 at Taunton, a handicap hurdle, £6,073 to the winning connections. And our number one selection here is Centara. So we'll open up Taunton 310 and Centara currently trading at 5.8. Remember the over round here needs to be around 101, so bet closer to the race. 5.8 Centara. The stakes £17.24. This will return us £100 if Centara wins. So 5.8 SP, 17.24 staked will return £100. And as I say, you go up until you get to £50 layout, and then that's it. So we've only laid out £17, so there will be another bet. And our second selection is a horse called Mardouf. Now, Mardouf is currently trading at 38 at the moment, so quite a big outsider. And 38 SP would bring a stake of £2.63 to return £100. So we move on to our third selection, which is Doyen Quest. Now, Doyen Quest is currently trading at 7.8, and this will need a stake of £12.82 to return £100. Our fourth selection is Tin Tin Tin, and Tin Tin Tin, let's have a look, is trading at 15.5, so another outsider. Would require stakes of £6.45 to return £100, and we've backed 4 horses so far to a stake of £39.15, so we have £10.85 left. And the next one we've got is Subplane Pour Moi, and this is currently trading as third favourite at 6.4. So, does tell us we need £15.63 staked on this horse to return 100. We've only got £10.85, so that will be our last bet. Let's put it into the calculator. £10.85 times 6.4 SP would bring £69 back. So it would have a profit of £19, and then you would have Centara, Mardouf, Doyen Quest, and Tin 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 all running for you at even money to return £100 if one of those 4 obliges. Moving on to our next race, which is the 340 at Taunton, a handicap chase. £9,242 to winning connections, and our first selection here, our top selection, is Enrillo. So we're going to the 340, and Enrillo we can see there at the moment trading at 8.6. The over round is 103.4. That needs to come down a little bit more than that. And Enrillo 8.6 then. The SP and the stakes would be £11.63 to return £100. Our second selection, the Rasher Counter. The Rasher Counter is the outsider at the moment, 19.5, the Betfair price, and requires £5.13 on at 19.5 to return £100. Our third selection is Broken Halo. Broken Halo is currently the market leader at 4.4. So 4.4 that requires £22.73 to get £100 back on that one. So currently we've staked £39.48, just over £10 left, and our fourth selection is Las Kalin, and Las Kalin is trading currently at 5.7, and we would expect to put £17.54 on, but as I just said to you, we've only got £10.52 in the kitty, so it will be a stake of £10.52 on Las Kalin. Now, bring the calculator out again. I don't know what I said there, but it wasn't calculator. Right, 1052 stakes times 5.7 SP would return nearly 4p short of £60. So again, there would be a slight profit on this one of £10. And Enrillo, Durasha Counter and Broken Halo would all be running for you with £100 returns if one of those obliges. So, moving into the 410 at Taunton, a handicap hurdle, £5,281 to winning connections, and 14 go to post here, so a bit of a bigger field. And our number one selection will be Lady Balco. So, Lady Balco in the 410. This one's trading as favourite, 2.92. And again, the over round, very poor this time on 110.4. That's because of the amount of runners. Leave it closer to the off. It's just gone 288, but I did say 292. So, here we go again. I've got to stop saying so as well. Right, £34.25 stakes at at 2.92 SP would return you £100. And our second selection will be the Midwife. And the Midwife just happens to be second favourite as well at 6.4. And the stake there would be £15.63. And with those two, we've now laid out £49.87. And maybe pointless putting 13p on the last one, depending on the price. San Fermin. And San Fermin is quite a way down here, 50 SP, and a stake of 13p for our last selection. So, into the calculator. £6.50 return. It's still worth putting that 13p on at 50 for £6.50. It's better than nothing. And the other two that are running for us are first and second favourites, Lady Balco and the Midwife. And either one of those that win will return £100. Moving on at Taunton, the 440 this time. 10 go to post here, handicap chase, £5,968 to winning connections, and our top selection is Tonto Foley. Now, Tonto Foley is trading at 10, and again, the 105.7 over round needs to come down to 101 point something, so betting these races closer to the off. Trading at 10 then, Tonto Foley, that would require a stake of £10, which would return £100 if it wins. Imperial Joe, this is our second selection, and Imperial Joe trading at 7.8. A stake of £12.82 on Imperial Joe at 7.8 would return you £100. Our third selection is Ard Mail, And Ardmale is the outsider at the moment. That one is 44. And the stake would be £2.27 of 44 to return you £100. Looks like we'll be okay to do the full selection, which is going to be Gorcombe Mountain. And Gorcombe Mountain is favourite at 4.1. 4.1 stakes would be £24.39. Let's see how much we've got left. £24.39 would be fine at 4.1 would return £100. And our last selection, which is Philanderer, is currently 6, that's second favourite. And all we can have on this one is 52 pence, so 52 pence times 6 would return £3.12. It is your choice whether you do these. I always do. So, £50 staked in the race. Philanderer will get you £3.12, so nothing exciting there. And you have 4 horses running for you in the penultimate race. Tonto Foley, Imperial Joe, Ardmale, Gorcombe Moonshine. I'm sorry I said mountain earlier. Gorcombe Moonshine. So those 4 would return £100. So one of those would be a good result in that race. And into our final race of the afternoon at Taunton, the 5:10 14 go to post handicap hurdle, 5,281 to the winner. And our number 1 selection in this last race will be Just Go For It. Let's bring Betfair up to date there. And Just Go For It is trading at 14. Another very bad over round of 111.1. You need 10% to come off that before you have a bet. And Just Go For It, 14s. That means we need a stake of £7.14 on at 14s SP to return us £100. And our second selection, Why Not Now Roy? And Why Not Now Roy is the favourite, and this is 4.5 SP. And again, we'll need £22.22 staked at 4.5 to return us £100. And Battle March is our third selection. Battle March trading currently at 13.5. This will require £7.41 stakes at the 13.5 SP to return you £100. Our fourth selection is Beau Hayes. And Beau Hayes is another one of our outsiders here. Trading at 42. £2.38 will be your stake at 42 to return £100. And we'll just add these 4 up at the moment. £39.15 leaves us £10.85 to play with. The next horse, Get Up the Yard. Now, Get Up the Yard is currently 19.5 trading. And the stake will be £5.13 at the 19.5 to return £100. So we've got a little bit left. Solar System is our next selection, and that's currently trading as second favourite at 5.4. So we're not going to have £18.52 on it. We've currently laid out £44.28, leaving £5.72. So that would be our stake on Solar System. And this is what they call Dutching. Our last selection there, solar system. Let's get the calculator here. £5.75 times the SP of 5.4. If this would win, you would get £31.05 back. So that is definitely worth doing, because that means you'd only lose £20, but you have 5 horses running for you. Just go for it. Why Not Now, Roy, Battle March, Beau Hayes, Get Up the Yard. These 5, one of those would return you £100 if they win. And as we said here, Solar System would return you £31.05. So let's go back to the first race at Taunton. Just to recap, the 210, we're only going to be able to do one selection here. That's Inside Man, because it's odds on, and the maximum you can have is £50. Into race 2, the 240. This is a no bet race because we have a horse in it that hasn't run under rules. So instead of getting complicated, I don't bother with that race. In the 310, this was Centaura, Mardoof, Doyen Quest and Tin Tin Tin. Those 4 would return you £100, and with the extra bit of money over, we backed Carplane Pour Moi. Don't forget, as you get closer to the time, some of these prices can go in, some can go out. You may be lucky enough to back the next horse down. It does happen, especially when you look at my results show that I do the following morning. You can see the change in prices. Into the 340, we've gone for Enrillo, the Rasher Counter and Broken Halo. One of those 3 will return us £100, and with the odd money we backed Las Caving. Into the 410, big field of 14 go to post. We've got Lady Balco and the Midwife, their first and second favourites, and Sam Firmin with the extra money over. We backed that one. Into the penultimate race there, the 1640 or the 440, Tonto Foley, Imperial Joe, Ardmail and Gorkum Moonshine. Either one of those 4 win, there will be a return of £100, and with the little bit of money over, we've put that on Philanderer. And the last race, the 510, again 14 go to post. We've got Just Go For It, Why Not Now, Roy, Battle March, Beau Hayes, Get Up the Yard. Either one of those 5 will return you £100, and Solar System took the little bit of money that we had left. So I hope your afternoon's going to be good, and I'm hoping mine is as well. And I'm going to be doing the Wolverhampton card in about, what's the time at the moment? It's now currently 12:30. So maybe in around 2.5 hours, I will upload that for you for the evening twilight card there at Wolverhampton. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.